Hey, what's up, YouTube? Riding with Dad, back at you. Got my son Alex with me. Tony is at work today.
Hello, I'm Alex.
No shit.
So, there's been a lot of controversy lately about the 650 being slower than the ZX14R. I beg to differ. The poor guy couldn't even keep up. Sad.
You really think for 1 second that if I didn't want you to get in front of me, you would have? Nice little topic here. A lot of people have always wondered what should be their first motorcycle. For those of you who don't know how to ride and want to get into riding, and you want to get your first motorcycle, there's so many options out there, but selecting your first motorcycle is a pretty big deal. You want to be able to select something that you're not going to outgrow overnight, and at the same time you're not going to kill yourself on. So what are your thoughts on that, Alex?
Just get what you want. Whatever you think you'll be happy with.
So
take it easy, though.
So basically, a ZX14R or a Hayabusa would be a good first motorcycle?
If you want it.
No. Absolutely not. That would be bad. Bad, very bad. So basically, here's the deal, guys. There's a lot of great bikes out there that are a good first motorcycle for you. Pretty much any of your 250 or 300s are good. The problem is, you're probably going to outgrow them pretty quickly. And that was one of the problems, believe it or not, that I had with my boys. The first motorcycle they had was a Suzuki GS 500F. What year was it, Alex? I don't remember, like an 08 or something?
Correct, yes.
Okay, so I bought it off of Craigslist for like $2,000, and they rode that for, I don't know, a couple thousand miles. How much did you and your brother ride that bike?
It was like 6 months.
A couple thousand miles or something like that?
Yeah, about. It started to get boring about after, like, a couple, like, probably like 500 miles. The reason, guys, that I bought them the 500 instead of like a CBR 300 or something like that was because I was afraid that they would really outgrow the 300 a lot quicker. And as it turns out, I have a good friend of mine and his wife, and he bought her a CBR 300. And that's the biggest problem right now, is she's really starting to feel like she's outgrown it. And she's actually riding his Gixxer every time he lets her now, and because obviously that's a lot more fun. So the best thing I would recommend is don't buy a brand new bike for your first bike. Buy something used off of like Craigslist or something. Something that, you know, you can turn around and sell without losing a whole shitload of money. Let's see if you're going to try killing my bike.
No, I'm not going to try killing your bike.
Okay.
So that's definitely something you want to consider, guys. The 500, before I bought that bike for them off of Craigslist, I test drove it, and I found it to be a good fit for their first motorcycle for them. If you look at my son, he's a tall guy. He's 6'2", and he would have looked really tight or really big on that CBR 300. Now this is your second bike, and you're on a Ninja 650 right now, obviously. And tell me how you feel that bike fits you, and tell me about how many miles you have on motorcycles now.
The bike fits me well. It's really comfortable, way more comfortable than anything I've ever ridden. And I have about almost 3,000 miles on this bike right now. I haven't ran into any problems.
And it's a nice bike. It really is a nice bike. I would not recommend it for somebody for a first bike, though, because the bike, even though it's not a super sport, it's got some power behind it. It's a nice bike, and I think we'll do a review on that bike here in a little while. But I mean, I've ridden the bike, and I thought it was a pretty badass bike for like $7,500. was going, you passed me. Anyways.
Whenever I passed you, I felt the wind, like, jerk me to the left for a second.
Yeah, I saw you coming up on me. I'm like, oh shit, here he comes. When are you gonna get rid of that ugly ass fender on the back of your bike?
When you gonna get a different exhaust?
Very soon. Very soon. So basically, guys, when you talk about that first motorcycle, a 250 or a 300 is ideal, but just be aware that you're going to possibly outgrow it at some point. And I would hate for you to buy a $3,500 bike and then only be able to sell it for $2,000 and lose $1,500 on it when you go to sell it because you feel like you've got more experience and you outgrew it. On the other hand, you don't want to go out and buy yourself a freaking Gixxer or a 600 RR because you're probably going to kill yourself on it until you get some experience. So you want to find something that's, you know, in my opinion, a nice compliment. The CBR 500 by Honda probably wouldn't be bad. The Ninja 300 or the CBR 300 are also good choices. Just be aware that you might outgrow it at some point. But just don't buy something that you're going to kill yourself on before you get the necessary experience on how to ride. If you do decide that you're going to go out and buy something that's a super sport, respect it. Respect it for a long, long time, because she will bite you when you're not expecting it.
Free motorcycle.
Yeah, okay. It's fucking windy today, isn't it?
I know.
Holy shit. This is the best time of year right now that we're getting into to ride a motorcycle. As we get into winter, this is the best time of the year. This is when I just want to be on the bike all fucking day. I got hit at the same time.
Yeah, I just got hit in my left bicep.
We couldn't have synchronized that any better. I got hit in my right forearm.
Don't ride behind those. They will throw so many rocks at you.
Yeah, I just got pelted with one. But I'm not worried about me. I'm more worried about the big green dick missile. I don't need a rock chipping my bike.
Oh. Yeah, you should probably change that name.
Why?
The Big Green Dick Missile?
I like that name.
That doesn't sound too pleasant to ride.
Oh, yeah, good point.
I mean, if that's your thing, you go right on ahead, but...
Dick. You know, if anybody has questions, feel free to comment in the video with a question, and we'll try to answer it the best we can for you.